all carry one of these, right? Bags. It comes in different colors and shapes and sizes, and it's made in multiple different fabrics. But it all has one purpose: to hold what we choose to carry. But what if I told you that this bag isn't just about what's inside, but rather about who packed it? Because from the moment a girl is born, the society already starts packing her bag for her. Not with books or pencils, but instead with labels and expectations. And even before she gets a chance to open her own bag, it's already full. But I was lucky. I was born into a family where they let me pack my own bag. My mother, who grew up hearing what girls shouldn't do, pushed me a little harder because she wanted me to have what she never did: freedom. And my father, quiet but strong, never once made me feel like I was any different because I was a girl. So for a very long time, I didn't even know that women being oppressed was a thing. Because in my bubble, I was safe, supported, and free. But once I stepped out of that bubble, I realized not everyone has the same kind of bag. Some were torn, some were locked, and some were never even handed to them. Currently, there are 129 million girls around the world who still do not have access to education. Each of those girls isn't just a number. She's a story who could have changed the world, only if she'd been given the right chance. And here's the part that keeps me awake at night. 650 million women of all ages were married before the ages of 18. This second, as I'm speaking, 2 girls are being forced into marriage. 2 girls whose bags are not filled with books, dreams, or possibilities, but instead with obligations she didn't choose. And the invisible weight of a baby and a wedding dress she never even wanted. Yet we stand here acting like equality has been achieved. And that's when it hit me. When millions of girls are trapped, the very movement that was supposed to free them all, feminism, is being twisted. It's become a show. It's loud, shiny, and performative. It's something I like to call spotlight feminism. It's more about hashtags and fights and arguments, about who can look the most woke than actually creating impact. It's more about who is the loudest in the room than actually helping those girls who do not even have a voice. That's when I started thinking. Biases hide in small comments. She got the job because she's a woman. She can't do this because, well, she's a woman. And these comments add into a woman's bag every single day until equality starts feeling almost impossible. Meanwhile, real issues like child marriages, gender-based violence, harassments, pay gaps are barely being discussed. We've even reached a point in our society where being a housewife is considered oppressive, where being gentle is seen as outdated, where shouting online is mistaken for activism. But empowerment isn't loud. Empowerment is a choice. That's why we must clarify and redefine what we're fighting for. Feminism is not asking a woman to act like a man. It's not asking her to shred her femininity or identity to be respected. At its core, it's a simple demand for equal rights and equal option. Whether she wants to run a company or stay at home, both are valid, both are strong. And yet, we're so busy performing feminism for applause that we forget about those girls who do not even have a voice. These biases even extend to the way we dress. Just look at gender-neutral clothing. It often defaults to masculine cut colors and styles. The message may not be loud, but it's clear. To be seen as professional, authoritative, or neutral, a woman must visually shred her femininity. That's not feminism. That is assimilation. And that, even those small comments keep adding into a woman's bag every single day until she doesn't even know herself what is right or wrong. And that's why the bag matters. It's not just a representation of what we hold, but a representation of what we allow. So we must take out the things that do not belong and instead pack it with things that matter. I carry my bag with pride. Inside it is the freedom my parents have given me, the strength I learned from my mother, and the belief my father instilled in me. Even today, biases still are there. Maybe it's small, irrelevant, but it still exists. And unless we make an action to stop it, there will not be a difference. And that's what feminism is about: choice and compassion. This is not about attention. This is about awareness. It's about humanity. It's about what we allow people to hold. Freedom should be a choice. Whether a woman wants to stay or go to work, both should respect equally. So before I leave today, here's a question for all of you. If your bag is a representation of your freedom, what part of that freedom are you willing to spend today so that millions of other girls can finally pack their own bags? Thank you.